So let me show you the differences between all of these generations of the E-Class Mercedes, starting with the 212, the 213, and all the way to the 214, this being the new kid in the block. And if you pay attention, those headlights are a nod back to this. Compare that to this. Anyway, starting with the keys, this is the key for this car, and this is how it looks. While when you go on to the new kid in the block, rather the middle child, this is how the key looks. Sort of a nice evolution to that. And then the new kid in the block also has a new key to it. All of them actually quite looking, and I prefer the look of this. Sort of looks a little bit different, and sort of maybe just because it is new. So starting with this car, the front, those headlights, you have the same design language in all of these cars, by the way. So you'll pay attention to the headlights. 2 DRLs, just the E-Class. The C-Class has a single one, and then 2 on that, as well as 2 on that. But on this other one, the 2, or rather the distinction, is down here, not up here. These other ones, you could see that the distinction is on top there, and you could actually tell when they light up that they have that sort of difference. And let me just show you this. As you can see, that indicator is on top there. Now, another difference between these 3 cars is in the grille. These 2 cars have the same grille, that typical Mercedes grille, and the bumper also looks sort of the same, while down here a little bit more aggressive. And this one, you can tell that the bumper, or rather the everything about it, is different. So starting with the grille, those Mercedes, to small Mercedes signs, they look very nice. And this is also an AMG car, by the way, and if you pay attention to that non-AMG Mercedes over there, you see that bumper. Compare that to this. As you can see, this one is a little bit more aggressive compared to that one over there. That is one of the biggest differences between the AMG and the non-AMG car. Onto the side, this one was a little bit sort of boxy, so everything was flat, the side flat, the side flat. Well, this one became a lot more rounded off. Now this one sort of has both. So it does have flat panels, but it is still sort of rounded off. I like the design language of this one, by the way. This one to me looks more like an E-Class than this did, and that is probably because this ones look a lot the same in all the generations. The side mirrors, 2, 1, you do have 360-degree view cameras on all of them. The side mirror on this one, still very nice looking. The other difference in this generation is that one, if you look at the handles, they look the same as it does on this generation, but on this newer one, pay attention to how it sort of sits flush when I lock the car, and I can actually lock it like this, and unlocking it, still the same. That is one other difference. The side, the design language of the rims sort of changed drastically with these new ones, and one thing that Mercedes is doing right now is it has this sort of metal part over here that is blacked out so that it blends. But as you can see, this is sort of meant to be more aerodynamic. Compare that to this. These were your original AMG looking wheels, and this one sort of look the same as these older ones, just a little bit deeper, but they sort of have the same design language. What do you guys think? And at the back, that is the design language. And the new one, I like the look of the new one, by the way. To me, I feel like the new one sort of embodies everything I like about Mercedes E-Classes. And they have this sort of tri-pointed design on the brake lights. Just look at that. So in terms of visually, let me show you the interior. This new one comes with something known as a hyper screen. So look at all of this. All that is screen. Center console, cup holders over there. You have that, your glove box opens on both sides. In terms of your glove box, there, the seats, and this ones have speakers in them, by the way. Now the difference between this and the rest is this one doesn't come with a panoramic sunroof. And as you can see, the ambient lighting, very nice looking. This is not touch, this is touch, and this is touch. This steering wheel looks very different to the rest. Let me just sort of turn it around. So this is all touch feedback, but in a different way compared to those ones. So this one, as you can see, looks like that. You do have paddle shifters, by the way. This one comes with a 9-speed gearbox. On this other side, touchpad as well, paddle shifters, that is your gear lever. Screen over there, and you control basically that using this part over here. Now onto the other car. Now onto the next car, the design language. Let me just get inside and show you. Or rather the middle child, not the next one. So this one, you do get screens, but this is not touch. And that center console, you get cup holders. This is what you use to control that. And your center console opens from both sides. Your glove box. Now this is the one car that had ambient lighting. Rather, this is the car that introduced ambient lighting into the E-Class lineup. So you have this one in purple. And in order to control this, as you can see, it is still touchpads, but only this part is touch. And that is what you use to control that screen. And then this one you can use to control that screen over there. In terms of features, you have basically the same. So Burmester, that one also had Burmester sound system. But the seats, the difference came in where these seats don't have the speakers in them. This one does have a panoramic sunroof. And the back seats look like that. So nice interior overall. Now let's get into the oldest. Oh, another thing I forgot to show you guys, this one, these things move, as you can see. But in this new car, let me just show you that they don't. As you can see, it's just like sort of, it does move the seat. Like if I do that, it will move it. If I do that, it will move it. But these ones don't move, so it's sort of pressure sensitive. Now onto the old car. That is your interior. Now with this one, you do get push to start, but this specific one you have to put the key in because that thing for the push to start is not there. Your sensors, by the way, that is your parking sensor. They just light up red when you're getting close. Your center console, so cup holders, and then this one, and this one you control using this, so no touch, nothing touch, and then that you open using that. The seats, that is how they look. This one does also have panoramic sunroof, and the back seats look like that. Your headlights, that, and then your controls for your seats, they move as well. So that is basically the front of all of these cars. Now as I'm continuing talking about these cars, I'm realizing it's quite a long video and I haven't even talked about everything in relation to these cars. So do you guys sort of, which one do you love in this generation? This one brings back that nostalgic E-Class look. This one was sort of the first car that brought new tech and everything. And then this one is the one that a lot of people still have zero experience with because this is a 2024 car. We still haven't gotten there yet. But which is your favorite amongst these cars?